Welcome to Social Media Manager Confidential, your go-to for real talk, practical tips, and insider knowledge to build a business on your terms. Whether you're juggling kids at home or living out your Emily in Paris dreams. I'm Shantae Garman, an award-winning social media manager and agency owner of Sugar Punch Marketing. I created this podcast to recognize the real hard work behind social media management and to give you the strategies, perspective, and conversations you won't hear anywhere else. So grab your drink of choice, get comfy, and let's chat. Hey, it's Shantae. Today we're talking about the essential tools that will make the biggest difference for social media managers who feel disorganized or unprofessional. I'll explain exactly what each one does and how it makes your life easier so that you know what you need to include if you're going to create these yourself. First, let's talk about what it is you're even selling, your packages. Pricing is where I've seen social media managers struggle the most, especially if they haven't even had their first client yet. I have an entire YouTube playlist dedicated to pricing and packages, so I won't go into too much detail here, but what you need to make sure you factor into your packages are your business expenses like software subscriptions, like Canva, for example, your desired profit margins, which means what you want to take home because you don't get to keep all of it, because you'll also have to deal with taxes, how much content you're creating and managing for the client, as well as how many hours you're working. Now, I do use a Google spreadsheet for mine. It breaks down my business expenses, contractor fees, profit margin, owner's draw, and taxes. I do create custom packages for clients, so having it broken down by how much a single piece of content is helps me figure this out quickly. So essentially, have your numbers figured out and written down for easy reference. This next tool is what helps you showcase your results to attract new clients who will pay that pricing that you've just set. What you need are case studies, which is a little bit different from your portfolio. Your case study needs to tell a complete story. The client situation before they worked with you, the specific challenges they were facing, your strategy and approach, the implementation process, and the concrete results you achieved. Include specific metrics, timeline details, and if possible, a quote from the client about their experience with you. It's about making the case study about a transformation, not just the numbers. Yes, include the follower growth and engagement rates, but also talk about how social media helped them launch a new product or book more clients or build brand recognition in their industry. A well-structured case study makes it easy for potential clients to imagine themselves getting similar results, and that much easier to say yes when the time comes. Now let's talk about how we're attracting clients through your own Instagram. I personally get a lot of clients from Instagram, so this is what I know best, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. Your Instagram bio needs to immediately communicate who you help and what results you deliver. Your story highlights should showcase your work, client results, your process, and social proof, and your content itself should demonstrate your expertise while building trust with potential clients. Your Instagram should feel intentional and professional, like someone who actually knows what they're doing with social media. This strategy helps potential clients discover you and feel confident reaching out because they can see your expertise in action. I have a ton of content on how to book clients already that you can reference, so we'll move on. Now you've talked to your potential client and now they want you to send over a proposal, which is essentially a quote for your services. And what this should do is walk them through exactly what working with you looks like. It addresses their concerns before they even voice them, and it makes it easy for them to say yes. What I make sure to include in my proposals are a short introduction and my background. I don't assume they're familiar with me and they just discovered me. They could be talking to a lot of social media managers, so this just helps set me apart. A clear breakdown of their current social media challenges based on what we talked about, my proposed solution with specific deliverables, packages, and my process and timeline to get them those deliverables. There's clear pricing with package options and social proof from my past clients, along with a link to my relevant case studies. It also includes next steps that they make it very obvious what they need to do to move forward. The key here is making everything feel tailored to them. Include spots where you can customize the pain point section and the specific solutions based on their industry or current situation. This tool helps you close more deals by addressing objections before they even come up. Now imagine that client said, yes, let's work together. You should have a client onboarding process that includes some form of a welcome packet for their reference. This sets the tone for your entire working relationship, and it needs to feel organized, professional, and reassuring. It should include a warm welcome message that gets them excited about working together, a clear timeline of what happens next, and your team structure, if any, like who they'll be working with, plus important links and resources all in one place for them, your communication policies, your office hours, a pre-onboarding checklist so they know exactly what you need from them, and answers to the most common questions. The idea here is to make new clients feel like they're in excellent hands and to prevent the majority of questions that would otherwise just clog up your inbox. It positions you as someone who has their act together from day one. Now, this one might be obvious, but it definitely needs to be in your toolkit somewhere to organize the content you're creating for them. It could be a content calendar, it could be a content approval process. You're going to use this constantly with your clients, so you need to give clients a visual, organized way to see all their upcoming content, approve posts, and leave feedback if needed in one central location. It should show the planned posting date, a preview of the content, space for client feedback, and approval status tracking. If you can make this branded and beautiful, your clients will feel like they're getting a premium service. Now, there are plenty of tools out there that you can use to do this. Planoly, Rella, Metricool, a lot of them are out there that have these types of tools. It's really up to you and your preference and how you want to work with your clients, or if you want to keep it as cost effective as possible, and you can even create something in Canva. And that's it. Everything you need to have in your starter toolkit as a social media manager. Hopefully this doesn't feel overwhelming, but if it does, I will tell you this. You don't need to create all of these at once. Start with the areas where you're struggling most. So if you're constantly undercharging, tackle the pricing first. If you're losing potential clients during the proposal process, focus on that. Having these tools means you're not starting from scratch every single time. You can focus on customizing and improving rather than creating from zero. And more importantly, you look professional and organized, which helps you charge higher rates and ultimately attract better clients. Now, if you want to save yourself many hours in Canva and Google spreadsheets with templates that are already proven to work, I've put together all of these for you in my starter toolkit bundle. They're the exact templates I've refined over years of running my agency, and they come with video tutorials showing you exactly how to customize them for your business. You can find that in the template shop if you want to skip the DIY route. And if you found this helpful and want more support, check out the back office for free access to over 50 trainings covering everything from getting clients and pricing to content strategy and business growth. All the frameworks and field notes you need are waiting for you at the link in the description. And if you're still here, please let me know if you enjoyed this by engaging wherever you're watching, liking the videos, following the show, commenting, DMing me. Your support is what keeps me inspired to continue creating this content, all while I'm handling production and editing myself. You know where to find the links. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.